ask Claude something. Just kind of recording real quick with this. I asked it to do me some research. I don't know why this fucking thing came back. I deleted it already. Hey Claude, I'd like you to research one thing for me real quick. Does chronic caffeine specifically, and then more broadly, see if there's a difference between caffeine and coffee, upregulate or downregulate both AMPA and NMDA receptors?
I'll search for that information on caffeine's effects on those receptors. Okay, so the picture is actually pretty nuanced. Caffeine's effects are mostly indirect. It blocks adenosine receptors, which then modulates how the glutamate receptors behave. For NMDA specifically, it looks like caffeine can upregulate NMDA-mediated currents through A1 receptor blockade.
I'm asking if chronic consumption of both and separatistically caffeine and coffee upregulates or downregulates AMPA and NMDA, not their effects on their currents, but the surface level expression, which is what the definition of upregulate and downregulate is. Thank you. Please research the correct thing this time.
You're right, my apologies. Let me search for actual receptor expression changes with chronic caffeine and coffee consumption. Okay, so here's what I'm finding. For chronic caffeine specifically, the research shows NMDA receptor expression appears unaltered at baseline. One study found MK801 binding sites unaffected, but in one rat study, chronic caffeine upregulated the GRID2A subunit gene expression. For AMPA receptors, I'm not seeing direct chronic exposure data on expression changes. I couldn't find specific research.
What about cocaine?
Okay, cocaine is much clearer in the literature. Chronic cocaine cell
Okay, so
administration upregulates AMPA receptor subunits, specifically GLU-A1 and GLU-A2, in the ventral tegmental area. NMDA receptors show mixed effects.
Can you please find or search a little harder for the chronic consumption of caffeine leading to AMPA upregulation or downregulation? And if you find nothing on that, or actually either way, just please also look up for me the effects on chronic opioid or cannabis consumption on this same thing.
Alright, so here's what I found. For chronic caffeine specifically on AMPA expression, the literature basically doesn't isolate that. All the AMPA work I'm seeing is in the context of adenosine receptor modulation, not direct AMPA upregulation or downregulation. But for opioids, it's clearer. Chronic opioid treatment decreases surface expression of GLU-A1 AMPA subunits, though total AMPA expression stays unchanged. Meanwhile, NMDA receptors, particularly the NR2A subunit, show increased expressional function. And there's evidence that opioid withdrawal causes an upregulation of GLU-A1. For cannabis, it's more region and time